Dude, this new flavor of Dr. Pepper, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. The strawberry cream, it's kind of my go-to lately. Okay, that's a little too much. Okay, so we're talking iPhone 17 Pro. This phone, I'm just gonna say it right now, is pretty amazing, and I was blown away. I basically wanted to see if I could use this as just my day-to-day kind of vlog camera, take photos with it. And so I went on a trip recently to a place called Louisville, and decently sized city, and it gave me that advantage to actually try that and see what I can do. Because I live in Arkansas. Not very big city like, especially for a lot of shots I want to get with cool big buildings, tall buildings, and I just want to see what I can do with this thing and how far it can push. And I'm going to say, first off, the camera, I'm blown away, and natural light is amazing. Now, I've noticed, especially with shooting a few product videos with it, that in a studio setting, it can be great. If there's not a lot of like light or natural light, you're not gonna get a very amazing image still, but it's getting to a point where this thing is like getting really good, especially shooting in RAW. And it's crazy that we even have this option now, and it's insane. Like, it takes up so much storage. Like, last time I checked, I think it was something like 6 gigabytes or 10 per minute or something stupid like that, and it's insane. So on the trip, I brought this lovely thing with me right here. This is a terabyte drive, and this was literally on my camera the whole entire time. Let me see if it will focus in. Come on, focus. Focus. There it goes. So this thing right here is incredible, and I'm blown away. This literally was just on the back of my camera, or my phone in this instance, the whole entire trip. For like 5 days straight, I just had this plugged into my phone, and it's worked perfectly fine. All it does is it just kind of plugs in the back of it. We'll do it right here. So for this to actually work for my phone, I have to take off the rubber case, protective case thing, or whatever you call that, and we'll put that there. And we have this little adapter, so you can basically just slide it in the back of your phone. Where's this little thing right here. So this is a tiny little adapter, so it's perfect. It's just what you need, and it comes with it, which is really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Plug it on the back of this right here into there, and then go over to here, plug it on your phone, and then it just sits on the back of your phone, ready to go, ready to use, and ready to take raw photos and raw video, which I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty mind-blowing that we can even do that at this point on the iPhone. Battery life, now it was, tanking a little bit, especially when you just have, your camera on 24/7, but it lasted for a long time. And I would say by the end of the day, I was rocking like 20%, which it's more than enough for me to get to a charger in time to charge it. What the heck? Dude, okay, if anybody has the Live 360 notifications on, they're the most alarming notifications I've ever seen. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, that's what that was. Yeah, so this thing's amazing. Definitely like it. The photos, I think, turned out to be really pretty, very sharp, and I'm blown away with how sharp they actually are. The 8x zoom, it definitely gets a little blurry, not as sharp, and so I kind of backed up to the 4x zoom is as far as I actually ended up going, and that's about as far as I pushed it. The 8x zoom, I tried a little bit. I wasn't too blown away with it. It was good, but it definitely got a little blurry. It wasn't as sharp. It was definitely not as crisp. So I kind of sticked around the 4x zoom as far as I pushed it. I was blown away with how it handled, and this this terabyte drive right here was perfect and lasted me the whole entire like 5 days of the trip for shooting a bunch of the different shots that I needed to get. There is the Blackmagic app, which is great. It's great not on the go. If you're filming on a set or something, or you're filming like a short film on a phone, it's great, but it takes too long to set up. Just to go quick and film and get a bunch of shots as you're walking is, your just everyday camera app is kind of what I would preferably use personally when it comes to on-the-go shooting. Now, the Blackmagic app I do love. I've used it for, little short films I've shot on my phone, but in the moment, it's kind of a lot to deal with in the moment, and so I'd rather just use the basic camera app that Apple has. And it's actually not that bad. I like the new update, all the things they've done with that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Overall, though, I'm a big fan of what they've done so far. Blown away by how the photos and the videos just turned out really pretty. Now, in color grading, I was able to push it kind of a lot further than I used to. I jumped from iPhone 13 base model to the 17 Pro model, which That's a big jump, and I see the difference big time. Battery life, especially, camera is 100%, and I would say it's pretty overall worth it. So if this is like something you're kind of looking at getting as like your daily driver as a camera, I would recommend it. I actually throw in a lot of the footage from my phone now in the mix with my FX30 is my main camera that I use. And if I color grade it correctly, and if I add some, fake blur, like digital blur, because the iPhone tries to create that depth of field, and it just looks fake because it isn't real. And so I try my best to recreate that when I end up editing the footage. So, and it ends up looking good enough to pass usually, especially for quick shots. But overall, I'm blown away with what it can do, and this really is on track to replace my camera someday. Like, it is getting really good. Like I said, in studio environments, it needs a lot of light still, and it still cannot beat a camera when it comes to doing very specific shots. But for your everyday, for your like day-to-day quick shots, like I was walking around the city a lot with a bunch of people. A group of us went, and there wasn't a lot of time for me to actually just stop and get shot. So a lot of times it was quick, like a few seconds, grabbing a shot and moving on. And that's the benefit of having a phone, especially a phone that shoots in RAW, and you can carry this small little drive around. I will link this drive below for you to get. Definitely recommend it. It's really tiny. Yeah, I definitely heat it up a little bit, but not enough to actually affect like the speed of the drive or cause any issues. So definitely recommend this drive. Really compact. I just had this in my camera bag basically the whole entire time. So yeah, love this thing, and I'm really excited on some of the shots I got. Like my first go around of 2026, basically messing around, seeing what this thing can actually do. So definitely blown away with it overall, and I am excited to see what else we'll end up getting in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Also, every time I try to turn my monitor on to have like something in the background playing, so just like, aesthetically pleasing or whatever, and every time I do it, it turns off. I have to keep going back and turning it on. Like, bro, it's getting really annoying. Turn on. Okay, stay on. Every time. The amount of times I've like stopped filming this to go turn that on and off is getting really annoying. Yeah.